totally asked for this. Dude, I just made Adam Jensen sound like a total server dude. A totes. So predictable. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have the glasses and everything, so whatever. What's up, guys? We're gonna talk a little bit about Deus Ex Mankind Divided, about my first impressions, first thoughts, that kind of thing with Deus Ex Mankind Divided, because I am obviously not done with it yet. So I played Deus Ex Human Revolution. I didn't play the first Deus Ex. I got Day 1 edition, obviously, as it says on the box. PS4, I pre-ordered it at GameStop, so I got the cloth banner or poster, whatever you want to call it. It's like a poster. It's huge and it's awesome and I love it, and that was the reason why I got pre-order from GameStop. It also came with a digital OST sampler. The digital comic, which is called Deus Ex Universe: The Dawning Darkness. It's like a prequel to the first main mission. The digital novella, which is Deus Ex Hardline, it actually follows Alex Vega, the character, one of the characters in Mankind Divided that shows up early on in the game. The digital mini art book, which is really cool. I think that's probably my favorite thing out of all of it. It's all digital, so I wish I had the actual copy of an art book for Deus Ex. This is what I was telling the developer when I was at E3 2 years ago. Some of the people in the development team was like, man, I love the artwork, the way that the setting is. It looks so run down. It looks so industrial, so mechanical, so just busted up, and it's I love it, like not only in the game but also in like concept art. And I love seeing the augmentations as well, like seeing even like that's one of my points is I love in Mankind Divided you feel more like an aug, because in Human Revolution you were just getting used to it, like you were just learning what Adam was capable of. You were still kind of like struggling with you being a machine or a human. And in Mankind Divided, you really, really feel like an aug. You feel kind of, I guess, like how Jensen just came to the realization that this is who he is. And kind of like he says in the trailer, I really love the contrast of the trailers. In Human Revolution, it's like that whole like his tagline, right? I never asked for this. And in the trailer for Mankind Divided, I think it was the first trailer, he says sometimes you have to just embrace what you've become. You do have this power, and it's not so much whether you use it or not, it's how you use it. You see these augs on, like these people with augmentations on the streets just slumming there, and like, you know, without, I guess they're like homeless and stuff, and like on neuropozyne, the medication or the prescription that makes them addicted, but they really need it for their augmentations. I don't want to go too much into the story. Like, I don't want to go into the new augs either, because that kind of touches into the story, and I really want you guys to see how they implemented that. The setup of this game is just awesome. So I got sidetracked, but another thing that it came with, the pre-order, was the in-game mission called Desperate Measures. The Covert Agent Pack, which is outfits for Adam. It's a civilian and like a mission outfit, like his outfit that he goes on missions with, and a civilian, which is a trench coat. I believe the ones that it came with were the classic. I think the Covert Agent, which is one, like the trench coat has like yellow, and the mission outfit has like yellow as well, and then the classic, which is the ones that he had in Human Revolution. And then they also have the Mankind Divided ones, so you could choose between those three or among those three. It is pretty slow to get praxis points, which are the points to augment, to get the augmentations for Adam in the skill trees. It's like skill trees. It's very similar to the way that Human Revolution was. So what the developer did, they added a shop. It's microtransactions. Unfortunately, this is becoming more and more common nowadays. It's nothing new. A lot of people were lashing out because they were like, that doesn't belong in a single player RPG, like Deus Ex, action RPG type of game. Like, you could buy praxis points, and it also comes with other stuff. I don't know what it comes with. Praxis kit and like all these other things, a few other things. So this is for people that really don't want to take time. Like, they really don't want to have to grind, where they're like, I want to start off with all the augmentations from the get-go. Screw y'all, I'm gonna buy these kits. Leveling up in Deus Ex has always been pretty slow, so it's not very different. It's just now the option is there to do it a lot faster. You go in thinking one thing, I'm gonna play my Adam like this, I'm gonna play stealth, you know, guns blazing and stuff, I'm gonna kill everyone, but it's not that easy. Like, it doesn't, there's so much more to Deus Ex. In some cases you find yourself thinking, man, this situation like really doesn't fit for stealth. Like, in this situation, unless you really want to just keep trying and trying. Like, I remember in one of the first missions, I was dying and dying and dying, and I was like, oh my god, like, I am seriously fed up with this. I'm gonna kill all these damn fools. I know people have done it, full stealth, never kill anybody. So props to them, because I cannot do it. It's so repetitive for me, because it's hard. It is very challenging. It is very fun if you have that patience. I'm playing kind of like a mixed match. I want to do stealth missions, but I also want to do some lethal, because some of these augmentations, because it's easy with the weapons, because you just change the bullet type. You could change it to a tranquilizer, you could use a tranquilizer gun, you could use an actual shotgun, whatever. You could use EMP grenades, you could use actual frag grenades. So that's easy, you just switch. But when it comes to the augs, some of these augs are lethal. Like, some of these augs will kill people. Like the nano blade, I think that's what it is. I think it's the nano blade, where you shoot the blade, you are going to kill that person. It's not just, okay, I'm gonna go in non-lethal, or I'm gonna go in stealth, and I'm gonna go through I'm gonna go through the vent instead of the front door. No, there's like so many ways that you could do it. Like, you could do it through the vent, you could hack your way through a locked door, like a locked back door. You could do it through the window on the top. You could do it through the sewers. You could do it however you want. If you're going in stealth, it's not just one way. There's so many other ways. So the microtransactions, like the Praxis kits, they're not necessary. You could always find, buy, or acquire Praxis kits or Praxis points. They do a really good job about people that haven't played Human Revolution as well, because they really don't go into what happened in Human Revolution. They made it so that it's kind of like this unknown. Like, and a lot of news reports and newspapers, if you really pay attention or like read stuff, like if you really want to know and you hadn't played Human Revolution, if you really want to know what happened, it's all there for you to kind of understand what was going on. So it's like this secret. So they did a really good job about that, I think, making it this thing that's like rumors. I love to just walk around and just look at everything. And a lot of these augmentations actually exist. So it's like, what if we're headed towards this? You know, it's just, it makes you think, and I love it. I love it. It's a very mature game on that level, where it makes you think about more advanced stuff. It makes you think about society. It makes you think about yourself. It makes you think about so many like philosophical things that it's so cool. Like, I love it. What I love in this one is the sense of Adam trying to keep some of his humanity, even though you see him like this machine, right? This weapon. The very first time you do something like in Adam's apartment, there's little things that you could interact with. You could interact with the shower, you can interact with the toilet, you can interact with the washing machine. But the first time you interact with certain things, like when you open the blinds, when you take a shower, like those shots, there's cinematics on the first time that you interact with some of these things. They were some of the best parts for me, and they were like tiny little details for me, but I was like, man, that is so cool that they added that, because it gives you a sense of Adam still being human. He's still there. Like, he's so mechanized. He's got mechanical arms, mechanical legs. He's got freaking implants in his brain. He doesn't have real eyes anymore. He has mechanical eyes. It's so crazy to see him, especially when you see him in the shower, apart from other reasons. just seeing him, like how mechanized he is, because we hadn't, and I wish they showed more, like in a non-pervy way. Like I wish they showed more just so that you could get an idea of how mechanized he is. Like show him, like, you know, because it's like he's probably more mechanical than human or than flesh. It would have been like, you know, like an eye-opener to see just how much he's changed, like how much he needs to grab onto, because like how his humanity is like hanging on a thread. Like there was a part where he also sits down and has a cup of coffee and he just sits down and watches TV, and I was like, dude, like freaking A, man, the developer is awesome for doing that, for adding those little details in there, because even though a lot of people just don't really pay attention to it, I think they're huge. I think they're so huge for character development, so huge for representing the theme in this game, representing what, you know, trying to tell you what Adam is, what he represents. Just seeing Adam sit there without a shirt with a cup of coffee, it's like, and mechanical arms, it's like, dude, like that is so cool. They really make you understand this fear that Adam has, a fear of not being in control. I mean, just imagine it. If you were in his shoes, just going to sleep, getting knocked out, what does that mean? Like, what, you wake up somewhere and you have no idea where you are, and you're like, what did they do to me? Like, what did they do to me? An awful truth, you know, of like what machines are. And even though it looks like Adam is the one that has it all under control, you every now and then you do see this like sense of what happened. How scary is that? That's freaking terrifying. Being put under could mean the end of you. It could mean you becoming completely different, not being yourself anymore. And it's, you know, that's what happened to him in Human Revolution. Like, he was supposed to die, and Seraph just completely changed him. And he says, I never asked for this. And I only noticed it because I thought what I would feel in that situation. I was like, man, that would be scary. The season pass is $30. It's composed of 2 new story missions called System Rift and A Criminal Past. These are narrative DLCs, and they also include in-game items. And it says it's loaded with content that will help to further flesh out the lore of Deus Ex. It also comes with the Assault and Tactical packs, which include various weapons and items, 4 Praxis kits, 5,000 credits, 5 booster packs, and 20 chipsets for Deus Ex Mankind Divided Breach. That's another thing. That's a side thing, because I haven't even tried Breach. I will make a video on Breach if need be later on and let you know what that's all about, but I haven't tried it yet. So with the story DLCs, one will be coming in the autumn and the other one will be coming in winter. The story right now hasn't like completely blown my mind yet, but I am curious to know more. If you're playing the game, are you enjoying it? If you're not, is it something that you would like to try? So that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later.